Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Here at 6, we're learning new details about the shooting that sent Brass Mill Center in Waterbury into a frenzy Tuesday afternoon. A 42-page Waterbury police report provides a better understanding of what led up to the gunfire. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. The mall reopened this morning less than 48 hours after 5 people were shot there. And new tonight, the Waterbury Police Department has released its report with details on what happened.
Fox 61's Alicia Hercules is in Waterbury with the latest on that investigation.
I read through all 42 pages of the police report. It details descriptions of the victims' injuries and how they say the accused shooter, 19-year-old Tawan Washington, was caught after he escaped the mall. Multiple officers responded to the Brass Mill Center in Waterbury at around 4:45 Tuesday afternoon after getting several calls to report a shooting victim outside of IHOP. When officers got there, they found a woman with gunshot wounds to both of her legs. Once officers went into the mall, they found 4 other victims with gunshot wounds. The police report details how mall employees didn't hesitate to help the victims. The report says a K Jewelers employee carried one of the victims to the back room of the store and put pressure on their gunshot wounds until first responders arrived.
To the Brass, the people here who worked at the Brass Mall, they were helpful as well. They guided people out. They helped keep things calm here. People were hidden and were protected. So I want to thank them for what they did. This is not part of what their normal day would be like, and yet they all did a terrific job.
The report describes the scene as very chaotic. It said people were screaming for help as police were rushing in. A fire also started in the mall's food court after a stove was left on during the shooting. During the first search of the mall, police found several .40 caliber shell casings. After speaking with witnesses and using mall surveillance footage, the accused shooter, 19-year-old Tawan Washington, and a woman he came to the mall with were shopping inside of the King's clothing store when a group of people passed the store. Witnesses told police that Washington and the woman had a heated exchange with a group of people in the mall. Police interviewed the woman. She told them the group stopped outside the store and yelled for her and Washington to come out. She told police they said, quote, "We've got something for you." That's when witnesses say Washington walked towards the group, pulled out a gun, and fired it several times. 5 people were shot. After the shooting, police say Washington and the woman with him left the mall through the JCPenney and took off in a red Nissan car. Police say Washington and the woman went to his home until his parents took him to the police station to turn himself in. Investigators got a search warrant for Washington's home. They found several firearms as well as the red Nissan. Police say they also found the clothes Washington was wearing at the time of the shooting. In addition to the 5 people shot, a police officer was injured at the scene when they slipped and fell. Their elbow landed on a broken window panel. The officer was treated at the hospital. Washington now faces several charges, including 5 counts of assault and risk of injury to a minor. In Waterbury, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Alicia, thank you. And as we mentioned earlier, Brass Mill Center opened up again today for the first time since Tuesday's mass shooting. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle has one customer's reaction just after the mall's doors reopened.
We've learned that several doors and gates were damaged and glass shattered on the ground as police searched the mall for victims on Tuesday. The mall shut down for 24 hours so police could investigate and crews could clean up the scene. At 9 Thursday morning, we saw a steady stream of people go through the doors for the first time since shots were fired. It's a difference to what we saw Wednesday morning. Business owners, employees, and customers pulled at the Brass Mill Center doors only to find them locked. This was the second shooting at the mall in 2 years. Several people we've spoken with this week say something needs to be done about gun violence in the city. Carlos Perez got breakfast at the IHOP next to the mall Thursday morning. He says getting breakfast there didn't have the same feeling as usual. Perez also says the city needs help.
You know, believe it or not, the vibe was interesting. It was. But then again, it's rainy and it's early. But yeah, no, you can't deny the fact that, again, it's like we need help. We need help. Waterbury needs help. So let's pray. I don't feel unsafe. However, though, Waterbury's been on a roll for the past few months, and that's concerning. That's concerning. I read a video where it says like there's hardly any stores at the mall. Why are we gonna increase? But I think, like you were asking, it could help.
Waterbury Police Chief Fernando Spagnolo said that he believes the mall is still a safe place. He also says that there are still talks to have with Waterbury's mayor and the owner of the Brass Mills Center to make people feel safe while they're at the mall. That could include an increased police presence. In Waterbury, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
Stay up to date on the investigation with Fox 61 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. You can also get the latest on fox61.com and on the Fox 61 News app. 5 more Kennedy High School students in Waterbury were arrested today. Police say another fight broke out. Police believe this fight today is connected to yesterday's, where 11 students were arrested. They say 1 girl and 4 boys got into a physical fight today. No one was seriously hurt, but the students will be charged. Police are not saying what caused the fights.
Students and staff are safe after a Waterbury magnet school went into lockdown this morning. Police say they were told around 7:15 a.m. that a student brought a gun to the Waterbury Arts Magnet School. The school then went into lockdown. Officials tell us it was a water gun, not a real weapon. The lockdown was lifted and everyone went back to class.
We have some breaking news out of Hartford. A 4-year-old boy fell out of a window. This happened just hours ago. Officials tell us he fell from a 3rd-story window on Judson Street. We're told an adult caught the boy and they both landed in a bush. It's reported the little boy has minor injuries. We're currently working to learn how he fell out the window. All right, let's take a look at the weather. It's been a bit humid, but otherwise just a very gray day out there.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here now with the first check of the forecast. Rach, how's the weekend looking?
Part wet, part just chilly and dry. So not a total washout, but you will need the umbrella off and on during the day on Saturday. Tomorrow, in the meantime, will be warmer. We're looking at highs returning to the 70s. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. Some areas are seeing some last-minute breaks in the overcast. If you are, consider it a bonus. It will not be statewide. And here's a look at the system that will be heading our way, heading into late tomorrow night and Saturday. Right now, temperatures are in the 60s. There's just a hint of humidity in the air, and you're going to feel that even more tomorrow. Overnight lows will be falling back into the 50s. Tomorrow, we'll start the day off with a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures will return into the 70s. There is a chance for a shower for some towns as we head through the afternoon, and then we'll see increasing clouds as we head into tomorrow night, followed by some heavier rain late tomorrow night after 10 o'clock, and some of that will carry into Saturday morning. We'll talk about the timing of the rounds of rain so you can work around it this weekend. Your full forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. New tonight, it's been a staple in the Cheshire community for more than 2 centuries. People living in town tell us they're sad to see the beloved Norton Brothers Fruit Farm closed. The farm served customers since before the founding of the USA, and Fox 61's Jamel Johnson talked with people who say they're sad to see it close.
The Norton Brothers Fruit Farm closed down last December for the 2024 season, but little did anyone know is that the business would end up closing down for good. Now all this community has is the memories they made right here with their family.
I've been going there since I was little. I was like, where am I going to get my apples now?
That's the reaction Lindsay Donicola had when she heard about the farm closing down. For Lindsay, she went from a kid making memories on the farm to clocking in hours there as a part-time employee.
I finished working there in December because we closed for the season, and I had texted my boss to see if I could come back and work there again this year just to find out that they had sold it. I was like, I'm out of a job. I don't know what I'm going to do about that.
Her friend Ellie Dragonoff has also been going there since she was a kid. There was one thing that she'll miss the most.
That applesauce was really good. I have probably been going there since I was probably 3. We would get our pumpkins there, everything, and it's sad it's leaving.
Ellie says she's worried that the farm's closing is the latest of a concerning trend.
This isn't the first apple place that's closed down in Cheshire, and so that this one's closing down too, it's sad. It's seeing all the businesses go. Cheshire used to be a bigger farming town, and I think it's really taking a toll on our old businesses.
Eugenia Marquez, a mother of a student at Cheshire High School, echoes the sentiments of Lindsay and Ellie.
Cheshire doesn't really have many places that you can go to. That was one of the places that you look forward to go in the fall, and it was beautiful. Not having them around anymore is It's disappointing.
Cheshire Town Manager Sean Kimball sent us a statement saying, quote, "I was very surprised to hear the news that Norton Brothers Fruit Farm will be ceasing operations. Even more so because the property was never listed for sale on the open market and no one from the family ever contacted the town in advance of the announcement. Personally, for me, it is sad to see such an integral part of the community's fabric and agricultural heritage ending operations that date back before our country's founding," end quote. 268 years in business, the farm leaves Cheshire with a legacy that could last for decades to come.
It's unclear what the future of the farm will look like. Town Manager Sean Kimball said that he spoke with the owner of the property the day it was listed about any options that could be considered, but he says no official development has been planned out as of right now. In Cheshire, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
A Massachusetts man is behind bars in a Middletown jail cell tonight. He's accused of sexually assaulting 3 children over a 6-year period. Derek Gaither faces sexual assault and risk of injury charges. Police say its investigation showed Gaither had sexual contact with 3 children in Middletown between 2011 and 2017. Officials tell us Gaither was being held in Enfield after a separate arrest.
And new at 6, a man who pleaded guilty to killing his passenger on a dirt bike 2 years ago in Groton has been sentenced. A new London judge sentenced Scott Whipple to serve 10 years for manslaughter. In August of 2023, Whipple rode a dirt bike through a red light. The bike crashed into a car that was making a turn in the intersection. His passenger, Tierra Wheeler, was thrown from the bike and died.
Desmond's Army is offering a reward to find who abandoned a rabbit and a guinea pig on the side of the road in Seymour Tuesday. The group is offering $5,000. Officials found this male rabbit and male guinea pig on Haddad Road Tuesday morning. Woodbridge Animal Control believes they were left there for more than 48 hours. We're told they are okay. If you know anything about the animals or who left them, contact Woodbridge Animal Control.